If you own a home, you already know the frustration of opening a power bill. You have virtually zero control over the price of the electricity you consume every day, and that cost is spinning out of control. This chart plots residential electricity rates over 3 decades. Since 1990, the average rate has increased by 38%. Installing a solar system interrupts that curve. You're prepaying for electricity, locking in a flat, predictable rate for the hardware's 25-year lifespan. Yes, purchasing the equipment requires a significant amount of capital upfront, but in exchange, you insulate your household budget from those unpredictable, ongoing rate hikes. For the majority of modern homeowners, going solar is a financial hedge against inflation. It is a strategy to control costs first and foremost. But there is a massive misconception in the industry. Most people assume that having panels bolted to their roof guarantees their lights will stay on during a severe storm. When extreme weather destroys local grid infrastructure and the neighborhood goes dark, the majority of homes equipped with solar panels still lose all power. The physical type of panel you buy is secondary. The true make-or-break decision for your home is your system architecture. Every buyer has to navigate 2 opposing forces: maximizing your financial savings on one side and guaranteeing absolute energy independence on the other. The system that saves you the absolute most money will leave you in the dark during a blackout, and the system that protects your family will significantly extend your financial payback period. Let's look at the most common, budget-friendly architecture on the market: the grid-tied system. This setup uses standard rooftop panels and a grid-tied inverter. There is absolutely no battery storage included in this design. This comparison matrix shows how the architectures stack up. The grid-tied system typically costs between $14,000 and $20,000 up front. Because you can trade your excess power back to the utility company through a billing structure called net metering, these systems usually pay for themselves in 5 to 10 years. But because there are no batteries, a grid-tied system offers zero backup power. By law, these systems are required to shut down entirely during a grid outage. This prevents your panels from backfeeding live electricity into the local lines and injuring the utility workers trying to restore power. A grid-tied system is strictly a tool for optimizing your return on investment, and it relies completely on a functional public grid to operate. If you refuse to be left in the dark during a storm, you have to upgrade to a hybrid or solar plus storage system. This architecture takes those standard panels and adds a specialized hybrid inverter, along with a massive lithium-ion battery bank installed in your garage or basement. When the grid fails, a hybrid system performs a process called islanding. It automatically severs its connection to the utility lines and uses the stored battery power to keep your essential appliances running. Looking back at the matrix, batteries carry a severe financial penalty, adding $10,000 to $15,000 to your initial price tag. This extra capital degrades your short-term return, extending your payback period. However, it earns a perfect score for blackout reliability. A hybrid system treats batteries as an expensive insurance policy. You sacrifice a rapid financial payback in exchange for total peace of mind when the grid fails. Finally, we have the off-grid system. This is the ultimate, uncompromising architecture for total energy autonomy. Going off-grid means severing your utility connection entirely. You have to install enormous battery banks and usually rely on backup gas generators to get through stretches of bad weather. Looking at our matrix, the financial reality is staggering. Off-grid systems average $50,000 to $65,000 up front, requiring high ongoing maintenance. Without a public safety net, you adopt severe lifestyle changes, actively policing your daily power consumption. For the average suburban homeowner, off-grid solar is a terrible financial investment. It belongs in remote locations where running a physical utility line is simply impossible. Regardless of the hardware you choose, these system architectures demand a lot of capital. We need to look at how they actually become affordable in year 1. The federal government currently offers a 30% solar tax credit for residential systems. For businesses and agricultural properties, there are also front-loaded depreciation benefits that accelerate your savings. But there is a critical caveat to this program. You must actually possess sufficient federal tax liability to absorb the credit. This is not an instant, point-of-sale cash rebate that drops the price at the register. It is a longer-term accounting benefit that you claim when you file your taxes. Tax incentives soften the initial financial blow, but they do not change the underlying physics, vulnerabilities, or capabilities of the hardware on your roof. This decision tree maps your geographic reality. First, do you have access to a public utility grid? If no, your path is locked. You need an off-grid architecture. But if you are on the grid, you face a trade-off: maximize savings or survive blackouts. Consider the ROI maximizer. Living in a stable suburban area, their objective is cutting bills and securing a fast payback. If that describes you, follow the branch to a grid-tied system. You accept vulnerability to rare storms in exchange for massive financial savings. Now consider the security seeker. Living in a region prone to failing infrastructure, they want reliable backup power. That path routes you directly to a hybrid system. The right solar system perfectly aligns with your highest priority.